Hello and welcome, dear friends of Mr. CFD, to this session of the SpaceClaim training course. In this lesson, we are going to introduce some of the most important tools in the 2D sketch environment of SpaceClaim. The topics of this session include basic sketching tools, different methods of drawing circles and rectangles, key tools such as arc, spline, construction line, sweep arc, three-point arc, and more. Useful options in the modify menu such as mirror, split curve, create rounded corner, and other related features. Learning these tools is essential because 2D sketches form the foundation of our 3D models. By mastering them, you will be able to create cleaner, more accurate, and faster sketches, which will greatly help in building high-quality 3D geometries. In line with starting our tutorials for 2D sketching in the SpaceClaim environment, we will first explore the Create section, where the available options for drawing geometry are introduced. This section includes the simplest and most fundamental tools for creating geometry. At the beginning, we start with the Line tool, which can be considered the simplest tool for drawing geometry. By specifying 2 points, the software creates a line for us. It is also worth taking a look at the use of the Snap to Grid option when drawing a line. As we can see, by keeping this option active, all of our lines are drawn exactly on the vertices of the grid blocks. We can still draw between the vertices of the grid and are not necessarily limited to the grid points, but once the option is enabled, this freedom will no longer be available in the same way. Continuing in this section, we can refer to the rectangle command, which allows us to draw a rectangle. In its simplified and default mode, the rectangle is created by selecting 2 opposite corners. However, there is another method in the same section where we can draw the rectangle using 3 points. The first 2 points define one side of the rectangle, and the position of the third point specifies the size of the other side. There is also another tool for drawing a circle in this environment. The first type is created by specifying the center point and then defining the circumference of the circle. Just like the rectangle command, which had 2 methods of drawing, the circle command also has 2 methods. In the second method of drawing a circle, there are several useful applications. One of the most important cases is when we do not know the exact position of the circle's center. In this situation, we can draw the circle by specifying 3 points that lie on its circumference. Another advantage of this method is that by setting 1 or 2 of these points, we can create a circle that is tangent to another circle or even tangent to a line. Another practical tool in this section consists of 2 options whose function is as follows. We first select a line or a curve, and then the tool creates an arc that is tangent to it. As you can see here, I'm creating tangent arcs on the sides of this rectangle and also on this circle. Another useful tool in this section works similarly to the previous one. The only difference is that instead of creating a tangent arc to a curve, it generates a tangent line. As a practical example, I have demonstrated this by drawing tangent lines on this circle. Next, we move on to the polygon tool, which is very simple to use. By selecting the first point as the center of the polygon and then choosing the second point, we can easily draw our polygon. The next tool is the ellipse tool. With this tool, the first click defines the center of the ellipse. By clicking and selecting the next point, the length and orientation of the first axis are specified. Then, with the second click, the length of the second axis is determined. The next very useful tool in this section is the three-point arc tool, where the first click specifies the start point, the second click defines the end point, and the third click determines the radius of the arc. After these tools, we have the point tool, which doesn't have any particular details to explain. By simply selecting this option and clicking on the screen, we can easily place the desired points wherever needed. Another very useful tool in this section is the construction line tool. By selecting this option, you can draw reference or auxiliary lines that extend infinitely. These lines are mainly used to define directions, locate intersections, or assist in the precise placement of other drawings. With a simple click on the screen, you can create a line in the desired direction that continues indefinitely and serves only as a guide. The spline tool allows you to create smooth, free-form curves by specifying a series of points. Each click defines a control point, and the curve automatically passes through or adjusts according to these points, resulting in a flexible and flowing shape. This tool is especially useful for designing complex, organic, or non-standard shapes that cannot be easily drawn with basic geometric tools. Another very useful tool on this page is the Sweep Arc tool. First, with the initial click, we specify the center point. The second click defines the radius of the arc, and with the next click, we set the starting point from which the arc will be drawn. After reviewing the main features in the Create section, we now move on to the tools available in the Modify section. The first tool in this section is the Fillet tool, Create Rounded Corner. By selecting two lines or edges of a geometry, this tool creates a rounded corner with the desired radius, as shown in the figure. Another available option in this section is Create Corner. This tool creates a proper corner by selecting two lines and then automatically trimming or extending them as needed. For example, as shown here, after drawing two lines and selecting the Create Corner option, the extra parts of the lines are trimmed or extended, and a clean corner is formed between them. Another useful option in this section is the Bend tool. This tool allows you to directly bend straight lines or arcs by selecting them and adjusting their curvature. You can define the desired arc shape with the specific dimensions you need, making it easy to create smooth bends in the geometry. The Offset Curve tool is used to create a new curve, line, or edge parallel to an existing one at a specified distance. When you select a line, arc, or curve, the software generates a duplicate of that geometry, shifted outward or inward from the original. You can control the offset distance numerically, and the new curve will always maintain the same shape and orientation as the original. This option is especially useful for creating parallel edges, patterns, or profiles with equal spacing. For example, if you have drawn a closed profile, like a rectangle or circle, using Offset Curve allows you to quickly generate an inner or outer profile at any distance you choose. The Trim Away option allows you to remove unnecessary lines, arcs, or any other parts of your sketch. Simply activate this tool, then click on the segments you want to delete. The selected lines or arcs will be trimmed immediately, making it easy to clean up your sketch and leave only the geometry you actually need. Another very important option in this section is the Mirror tool. To use it, you first need to select a line in 2D or a plane in 3D as the mirror reference. In 2D sketching, you mirror your geometry about a line. In 3D modeling, you mirror entire bodies or components about a plane. For example, in this 2D sketch, I will draw a construction line to serve as the mirror line. Then, by applying the Mirror tool, my selected sketch entities will be mirrored symmetrically about this line. The first step is to choose the mirror line. The second step is to choose the geometry you want to be mirrored. As you can see here, first I choose the construction line, which is my mirror line, and I will mirror my rectangle across this line. I will do the same process for both of these two rectangles by drawing another construction line and mirror my rectangles about it. Now I'm going to talk about the Split Curve option, how I should use it, and where I can use it. As you can see here, sometimes I need to trim just a part of my line, not the whole line. By default, when you choose the Trim Away option, this tool will trim the entire edge or line selected. But when I want to create, for example, half of my line or a quarter of it, I have to split it into several parts. As you can see here, I choose the Split Curve option, then I click on the line, and by selecting points on the line, I can split it from those points. You can clearly see the process of splitting the line, and then notice that when I trim my line, it won't trim the entire line. Instead, it will trim the line part by part, based on the segments I created with this option. I repeat the same process on another line. First, I choose the option, then I click on the line, and then I select the point where I want to split the line. As you can see here, I can split it from anywhere I want, I click on the line and then select the point where I want it to be split, and just like that, the line is divided. I hope this video was useful for you. To benefit from Mr. CFD's services, including simulation, consultation, and training, visit our website and contact us via these addresses.